Melbourne Victory haven't dropped a game yet this season. How tough of a contest is that for you guys?
Yeah, it's going to be a tough proposition, but one that we're looking forward to. You know, we've already been there once this season and came away with a point, and you know, with a little bit more luck that night, we could have easily had the 3 points. So you know, the boys know what to expect. As you say, it's a big game for us. So you know, we're really looking forward to keep that little bit of momentum that we built up from the last game into this game.
Both sides finished with red cards last time. Are you expecting another really fiery contest from the original rivalry?
Oh, look, I expect it to be a fierce, competitive game. You know, both teams want to play football first, and yes, there could be some tough challenges, and you know, that's what you expect in these games. So it's going to be a exciting game, and you know, hopefully they get a good crowd out and make the atmosphere hostile for us, so we can you know, make sure we keep them nice and quiet.
Like Emma said, they haven't lost a game. Are you guys kind of confident that you'll be the first to bring down your enemies and large rivals? Yeah,
look, as I said, they've had a great start to the season. You know, in some games where they haven't performed well, but they've managed to still stay in the games and win some of those games and get points in those games. So you know, that's a credit to their playing group to keep fighting. And you know, we know it's going to be a tough game, and we'll have to go there with that that attitude of like we have early in the season. And you know, hopefully we can play some good football and get the results.
What would it mean for the group as well to finish the year on a high? What would it mean for the confidence around them?
Yeah, look, the confidence, even though you know we went through that little bit of a run of losses, the confidence was still good in the group, and that hasn't changed. You know, we've had a good Christmas break now after having that good performance leading into Christmas. So the boys are really fresh and focused and really looking forward to going to Melbourne. You know, they're the big games of every year when we play Victory. They're the ones that our supporters look forward, the players do as well. So you know, it's going to be a great game, and hopefully we put in a very good performance.
Changes in formation for what seems like the last time I can remember. Are we expecting that again against the Victory?
Look, last week it was just a match-up for us. You know, we you know, even that game last week, we still went back to our original shape in the last 30 minutes of that game, where we managed to score a couple of goals in that time as well. So look, we have been working, you know, all since pre-season started on and changing our shape a little bit, and you know, we pulled it out in the last game. We could possibly use it again in this game.
Do you feel like it actually gave you some more flexibility and bridged some of those defensive concerns that have been plaguing you, I guess, throughout the year?
Yeah, look, you know, even a lot of the mistakes that we have made and goals we have conceded haven't been sort of too many structure issues. It's more sort of an individual error or a good piece of quality from the opposition. So look, we work extremely hard on our defensive structure, and you know, we've again in this last week we've done more work on that, and we'll keep working. You know, we're not quite where we want to be at the moment, but we'll keep working towards that.
What are some of those little things that you might have to change to kind of get to the level that you're expecting?
Yeah, look, it's a full team effort. You know, at times our pressure just hasn't been good enough, and when you allow some good players time and space on the ball, they can hurt you. And it's about us making sure we get better pressure on the ball and remaining a little bit more compact to make it a little bit easier for the defence to keep teams out of our box.
How much freedom did that change in formation allow Luca to have, and do you feel like that was kind of a coming of age game for him? And even though he didn't hit the back of the net, it seemed to be one of his best.
Yeah, look, I think you know, having Hiroshi next to Luca just provided a little bit more stability for Luca. It allowed him to make a little bit more forward runs and have a little bit more flexibility with his own movement. So yeah, it worked well for him last weekend. But Luca has, you know, since he's come into the team, you know, in round 5 or 6 or whatever it was, he's put in some really good performances, and you know, he's still a young player that's still learning. You know, he'll take good confidence from that last performance. but he's still a goal scorer and he wants to score goals, so he'd be really looking forward to getting on the score sheet.
Are we expecting to see that kind of change again this week against Victory with Hero and Luca?
Yeah, look, I as I said, I think they worked extremely well last week, so I can't see it changing too much from that. So yeah, we'll just go out and see how it pans out.
And Josh Gavillo obviously been named in the extended squad. Are you expecting him to play his first game since that Achilles injury?
Look, Josh has been training now with the team for about 4 or 5 weeks fully. He's still not quite at the match level that it needs to be to play, but he's going to need to start getting some match minutes soon. Yeah, he's working hard at training and he'll get an opportunity soon.
So not this week, but perhaps in the new year?
Yeah, I would say definitely in the new year. It's going to be tough on all teams over that January period with so many games. I think we're playing every 4 days, 5 days through the January period, so it's going to be important that we rotate our squad. We're very fortunate at the moment that we've got some good depth in the squad, so we'll be looking to rotate our squad and make sure we keep it as fresh and ready to go for every game over this period.